Hello and welcome to another episode of Beer Man's No Bull Beer Reviews. Today I have another beer from Charlestowne Fermentory. So I did reviews of all three of their anniversary beers, which all three of them were great. But while I was there, they also had, this wasn't being released that day, but they had some left over from a previous release. This is called Vida Gose. And it says number 5, so I don't know if that's like Living La Vida Loca, like Mamba number 5. I think it just means it's number 5 in the series. But this one's with blueberries, raspberries, and cherries. So like a lot of other breweries, I guess they have it's a series and they do different fruits. I will say, word of advice to those guys: don't use like darker blue font on a black background because it's almost impossible to read. I don't know if that's intentional, but the ABV on there, it's 4.2, but it's really hard to read. But anyways, I didn't try any like kettle sour Gose stuff there, so I'm interested to see how this is. We'll see. Well, that's a really nice color, I will say that. As you can see, of course, a somewhat cloudy, dark pink to purple color with definitely a pinkish hued head. I would say the main thing I'm getting out of the aroma is raspberries. Maybe some cherry too, but I mean raspberry generally the strongest out of the three, but cherry and raspberry are way stronger in aroma or flavor than blueberry. So I think I'm expecting the blueberry to be pretty muted. Yeah, it's definitely raspberry for sure. If you just told me this is a raspberry Gose, I would probably believe it. That's definitely the predominant flavor. I'm not getting too much cherry. Definitely not getting any blueberry at all. Sometimes this is no knock on them at all. This is a lot. Every brewery's doing these things, but sometimes just this style. I don't want to say that I get sick of drinking them, but there are so many of them. Like, unless you really mess it up, they're just so similar. Because there's really only so much you can do with a kettle sour with fruit. This is definitely one of the better ones because it has a nice, crisp, fresh raspberry taste. It's definitely not artificial or anything. And it also does have like a little bit of an underlying grainy beer taste, but it's not like butyric acid or anything like that. It's pretty clean and easy to drink. The one, if I was going to change anything about this, the one thing I would change would be that I would make it a little more tart because it's not, especially with raspberries and cherries, you would expect it to even have a little bit of a tartness just from the fruit, let alone the beer itself. I mean, it has a little bit of a bite to it, but I wish it was just like slightly more tart. But other than that, I mean, it's basically like raspberry Kool-Aid. That's what a lot of these are. But it is definitely really clean. I would say it's better than most in this category. I would put it right up there with like the High Branch ones in the maybe not quite as good as the Resident Culture ones I've had, but it's close. So I mean, if you like this type of thing, then this is definitely, I would recommend this. It's a really good for what it's supposed to be. And I think it was only like $14 a 4-pack, so it was reasonably priced. I would say I'm gonna give this one a buy. I won't say that I would buy it often, because this isn't necessarily something that I'm looking to drink all the time. But if I wanted something like this, this would be one example that I would buy because it is really clean and easy to drink. So for what it's supposed to be, it's done really well. So I'm gonna give this one a buy. But I think that's all I got on it. There's not too much else going on. So please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I look forward to doing the next one. Thanks.